Finite, arresto.
I should have known better than to do business with a wild student. What on earth are they teaching you at that school these days? I'm disappointed in you, Cassandra. Incarcerate! You don't know what you're doing! Don't I? I always wondered why you couldn't seem to keep a tenant in that shop of yours. I must admit, the notion of a haunted dungeon never crossed my mind. Thanks for this. You can head back to the shop. Check on that house elf of yours. She's probably terrified.
Spoony little traitor herself! I should have known it was...
Silencio. Oh, and not to worry. Cassandra will immediately file the paperwork needed to grant you ownership of both the shop and the elf. On her way to Azkaban.
Thank you, Officer Singer.
Best of luck to you as the newest shop owner in
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
My first employee encouraged to help.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio. Penny, I have what I hope will be good news.
Oh, well, Penny is so relieved. Penny promises to work as hard as she can for such a kind new.
I look forward to working with you.
All that's left is for you to choose a sign for your new shop and...
I choose Vesta's and...
Excellent choice.
Thank you. I shall... Oh, and Penny, we'll be closing the shop by 9 o'clock every night.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
It is wonderful to see you back here. Oh, perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you? Oh, Penny will fetch a good price for what you'd like to sell. Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Why, when I go to Gringotts, do I get some snivelling wizard telling me you frittered away half our fortune on the sweets trolley? I am...
You'll never believe what I...
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that.
Those references in the book seem
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
A Daedalian key. I wonder where it might lead me.
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook.
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand.
Have you ever spoken directly?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me.
Lord Gok is waiting.
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we? A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock, because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? See?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals. An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metalworker. If we are to work together, I suppose... Not long ago, Ranrock sent... They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a...
What do you mean, repository?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted for... Ranrock recruited others to help me We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle?
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they... For centuries, Wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let it. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizards. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards... He is determined to take it for goblin...
Here comes my friend Armid. Probably best...
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine, sir...
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may, and I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone report. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted...
What else should we know about...
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend. From what I know of wizard magic...
Armid and I can do that.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Bombarder! Confringo! Arresto Molesto! Revelio. The door is looking at us.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Revelio. Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward. Revelio.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Accio. Keep your wits about you, I'll meet. I'll get you through this mine.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Revelio.
Watch your step round here. Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right.
That was a little more than I used to.
I'll get us through here safely, I'll meet. You have my word. We're being watched. By a door. Revelio. It's it.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Armit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be planned a schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Revelio.
Someone there?
That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate, really. I'd imagine most goblin... Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio.
And I think that I am. They're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Someone there? Who's there?
Another schematic. What are they going to build?
Revelio.
This mine is too small for whatever it is.
If you're there. Is somebody there? Hello?
It won't be long now before we find another repository.
Who's out there?
Oh, this really is too much.
Revelio. Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Revelio.
I wonder if the boiler powers the lever. I suspect it must. The boiler activated that handle. See it?
Revelio.
just here.
Exactly. No witch or wizard will be spared.
Revenue.
Mines at one time or other. to fight!
That should be the last of them, I'll meet. Revelio. Revelio.
Yes, of course.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Revelio. 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 Aloha Mora. Revelio. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Revelio.
Can we please talk about what just... Can we please talk about what...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book. Without further ado, adieu.
Revelio. 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 Accio.
They're building enormous drills.
I fear you are correct.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we...
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Fitzgerald has confirmed what she needed to. I have to complete the next trial as soon as I can.
Those statues took time and effort.
Pardon me, sir, but about...
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
They're quite clever.
Oh, thank you. A lot of craftsmanship and care went into them. I assume.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to... You are the one who's been pilfering them. Well, even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him. It was too much, even if I do take satisfaction.
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he...
I know. You should have seen his face when that... I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The Moons were inspired. It worked brilliantly.
The statues are a form of bullying. You're no better than him.
Fair point, I suppose. If they...
It is wonderful to see you back here. Oh, perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you? Wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
I won't rest until you're dead.
Nothing over here.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
I've always said that travel
Revelio.
broadens the mind.
What do you have in store for me this time?
Incendio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
Who is it? An intruder!
Arrest them.
Dead!
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study Suckle. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still... As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Revelio.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start. We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Incendio. Revelio.
This room is taller than it looks.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Finding a treasure in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant. We've read the world of yours. I should sleep that
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. There's something here by the altar.
What did you find?
Revelio.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
Revelio.
I need to find a safe way across.
Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Leviosa. Lumos. This looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, not a bone.
Revelio.
Did you hear that?
We're in a tube.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through.
Revelio.
I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Before we trudge on further, I just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Revelio.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try. This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols. That worked. Keep going.
Guardian Leviosa. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Resto Lorenzo. Lombardo. Crucial.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
Revelio. Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Sebastian! The relic! Look! Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle. Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Sebastian's right. We need that relic.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
Are you willing to sacrifice your friendship over this?
I might be. How could I choose to stand by and watch him do this?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame for what happens.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperium?
That's what I'm saying. I would take all responsibility. This could save your friendship. I know how to cast it. Sebastian taught me. But I won't do it unless you agree.
This is insanity. I can't believe you would ask this of me.
Sebastian is never going to give up trying to cure Anne. If you try and stop him now, he'll never forgive you.
Fine. This is unfathomable. But I suppose if you want that responsibility, it may just save what is left of my friendship with Sebastian. Remember, this is what I was telling you about the Dark Arts. They come with a cost. You may well regret making this choice. Do what you have to do. Cast it. Before I change my mind.
Imperio! Step aside, Ominous. Stay in place until we're out of sight.
I will.
Sebastian, come on.
What did you do?
Imperio. It was the only way to get out of here without a fight.
Ominous, I'm sorry.
Sebastian, we have to go.
Revelio. That worked. Keep going. Accio. Revelio. Incendio! Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Did we do the wrong thing?
You need the relic.
I know. But not like this.
Ominous and I agreed. Surely there's a difference between casting Imperial on someone without their knowledge and casting it with permission.
I understand what you're saying. I do, but...
I've taken full responsibility. You have my word.
Watch your step. We've always looked out for each other, Ominous and I hope you know that.
Confringo! Bombarder! Arrest the momentum.
Revelio. Not my fault you're a dead...
All this grass, it no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems, often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Revelio. Revelio.
How long will the spell last? How long must Ominous stay in the tomb?
The curse is lifted already. He'll easily find his way out of the catacomb just as we did. He'll be all right, Sebastian. Revelio.
I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done.
Protego!
Ominous. Is it only a This isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry. Revelio.
Me neither. Put me down! I'm a jumpman, not a toy! You are postponing the inevitable! Kill you when I get down from
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldkopf's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Are you quite finished?
Revelio.
Let's do this. You're like some bumble bunny. Return me to the ground. Not quite.
Arrest them. Bombarder.
Stay back! Keep out of the way!
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldkopf's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry. Revelio.
That was not impressive. I shall avenge your death. Release me! You fool! Stop provoking them!
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there. Feldkopf's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry. Revelio.
You're very
bravado.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill...
You did what you had to do. It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him?
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I... Revelio. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What's Sebastian?
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyal...
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did, that you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. Why, Sebastian?
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Sometimes I have to wonder for what.
Whatever my task, I console myself knowing that some soul out there has a more unfavorable lot than mine.
I wouldn't mind a job in that alchemy center in Egypt. Always been good at potions and blood. Seems a natural fit to me.
An honest day's work for an honest sickle. That's my creed.
No need for sleeping draft for me. Proper day's work and I sleep like a baby lily calf.
When you find a good opportunity, it's wise to seize it with both hands.
If anyone ever knew how to keep muggles out, it was Hengist of Woodcraft.
Godric Gryffindor was the greatest duelist in history.
Can't imagine how I'd have felt as a boy if my headmaster cancelled Quidditch.
Not enough reflection on the past, in my opinion. The world learns from its mistakes.
Beetle the Bard is a bit too hairy-hearted for my taste.
I wonder if they'll ever find that golden snitch in the bottom of the milk.
I don't see why everyone has their wonder and not about the dark arts. It's pushing the boundaries of magic.
Unicorn blood will keep you alive, certainly. At what cost?
It's a good thing we have auras, is all I'm saying.
I question anyone teaching defense against dark arts. Why take such an interest?
What's more powerful than the dark arts? Only even love, I reckon.
Is the universal
My mother used to say I was lazy, wouldn't pick up my toys, she said. Grateful for teaching me acting.
Nothing moves a body like incendiary. That's what my mother used to say. Who needs keys when you know how to handle it? The young today aren't willing to put in a word to learn magic. Too busy with fizzing whizbees, if you ask me.
I wish I'd paid more attention when I was at Hogwarts.
It is wonderful to see you back here. Oh, perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you? Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
I was wondering when I'd see you again. Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news.
Well? What?
I'm afraid he wants you know.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to get...
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form.
Huh? That relic Dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we... Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We'd just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions. A box of artifacts she got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. This will keep you safe. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Access to the headmaster's office. Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do. Mr. Moon, It was a classmate of yours that you...
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does. Oh, we had such flowing locks, and we used to laugh about them. I laugh the hardest of all. Clever, clever man. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me...
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next...
Believe it or not.
Incredible. All right. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf.
I've actually met Scrope, but I'm not sure he'll tell me. He's rather
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like...
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And...
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink... How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of...
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Professor, a moment of your time. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only...
I did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day. Really? Why can't we talk about potions here? Seems fine to me.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your...
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a
A student?
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed it.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather...
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
What could the headmaster want?
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the Ministry.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not... We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season.
But the injury, Madam...
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head or not, and they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood...
What? nonsense. That you would...
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometime. I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kaga.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better!
I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as
Well, they're as good as invisible to me, sir. Rotten little extortionist holding my diary.
What was that, Broom? Speaking of...
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
Professor, a word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How...
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might,
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here.
Ah, well, yes.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the...
Thank you. But I'm happy to look...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand it.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Professor Black is happy with Scrooge.
Ahem! Attention, students! I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the stunning banners of Slytherin. I shall be taking no questions at this time. Or ever. Scroop!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to...
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgive. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows...
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pure.
There is another matter, Scrope. I confiscated this filthy diary from a student. It smells of squid and seawater.
Oh, Apollonia's diary. That is quite a surprise.
Whatever you wish, Scroop. It's your treasure. Now, off with you! The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Incendio.
Revelio. 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 I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
What if he sticks like this?
What? Don't be silly. It'll wear off in a few hours, I think.
You think?
It's
Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Oh, stop fretting. We'll have you with Nurse
Revelio.
in no time.
I've just realised.
What? What is it?
I have an essay I need to finish for bins. 2 inches.
Man, I haven't done mine either.
Levioso.
you memorize the dates of magical discoveries and goblin rebellions?
Not yet, no.
Revelio.
You'll be fine. I'll check on you tomorrow.
Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio.
Bravery runs in my family. I've I've never even cried.
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
Lumos. Revelio. Levioso, Confrito, Incendio.
Toujours pure.
Revelio.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Alohomora. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect of...
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
Revelio.
That must be the pedestal. Where am I?
Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Lee. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need in this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
should have run when I could.
Best bet while I can. Eve must be here somewhere. I need to time this just right. I see a staircase straight ahead. Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. This is my chance. Come in, Neve. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them. They're gone, for now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them. Nothing this way, but more blood. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. Revelio. Safe way forward. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose. Now's my chance. That's the way forward. think I'm invisible. They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
You have run death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
I've never felt such power.
Depulso! Bombarda! Revelio! Defendo! Descendo! Bombarda! Bombarda! Defendo! Defendo! Depulso! Bombarda! Bombarda! Defendo! Descendo! Bombarda! Defendo! Depulso! Defendo! Bombarda! Depulso! Defendo! Descendo! Depulso! Descendo! Defendo! Bombarda! Depulso! Descendo! Defendo! Bombarda! Defendo! Bombarda! Depulso! Descendo! Bombarda! Defendo! Descendo! Depulso! Descendo! Defendo! Bombarder. Descender. Bombarder. Defender. 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 Bombarder. Defender. Defender. Sender. Defender. Defender. Bombarder. Descender. Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Defender. Bombarder. Descender. Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Defender. Bombarder. Descender. Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder.
Revelio.
Stone. This must be for me.
Finished. Pass through the mourners.
I can't believe she's dead.
Oh, poor Neve. Gone so young.
Neve!
won't be the same without her.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there's no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands,
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Revelio.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to... I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Incendio! Accio! Confringo! Levioso! Incendio! Confringo! Levioso!
Have you rescued the Thestrals and purchased the spell for the breeding pen?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
It is wonderful to see you back here. Oh, perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you? Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall, and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the snidget, which barbarically...
Why would snidgets be valuable?
They could make more money with snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Where exactly are these snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the snidget?
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the snidgets. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who...
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs, they'd want...
Sounds as if we need to go and...
We'll need to be careful in how... Still, I think they may be our only hope. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. My turn to control. Revelio. Revelio.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Bombarda. Revelio. Revelio.
An intruder! Somebody there? Hello? What was that?
Revelio.
Revelio.
Arresto momentum. Bombarda. Confringo. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Not quite. Arresto momentum.
Was that your best?
Arresto momentum. Revelio.
Ranrock has fooled you all. To your demise.
What are you up to now?
Revelio. Revelio.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Rebellion. Bombarda. Confringo. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Incendio. Glacius. Accio. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Reparo.
Goodness. Not a party to attend by myself.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Nothing worth learning from civilized society.
Castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Not your best moment, I fear.
Handy resource indeed. I'm mostly...
You fight about as well as a pumpkin.
Nothing pleasant about this coast.